Guru Amar Das Ji then tells again to Bhai Prithimal and Bhai Tulsa Ji that do not attach yourself to your social status or to your caste system or to your wealth or to your power. All of this will just remain here in this world. The only thing that will give us honor when we leave this world is the amount of bhakti we have done, the meditation and on naam that we have done. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Sangat Ji, welcome to another episode of Sikhan Di Bhagat Mala, where we share the Sakhyan of the Guru Sikhs from the time of Guru Sahib, now currently at Guru Amar Das Ji, as mentioned by Bhai Gurdas Ji and retold by Shaheed Bhai Harman Singh Ji. So, in today's episode, we are starting a new Pauri number 16, which tells us stories of Guru Sikhs who met Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj. So, in the first pankti, Bhai Gurdas Ji says, Prithi Mal Tulsa Pala Mallan Gur Seva Hitakari. Now, all the Gur Sikhs that are mentioned in this Pauri, they are Now, all those Gur Sikhs who are mentioned to me, Guru Amar Das Ji, and the Upadesh, the teachings that Guru Amar Das Ji gives to a few of them are different from one to another. So in this first Sakhi, 3 Gur Sikhs come to meet Guru Amar Das Ji, and their names are Bhai Prithimal, Bhai Tulsa and Bhai Malla Ji. So first Bhai Prithimal and Bhai Tulsa, they came to Guru Amar Das Ji. So Guru Amar Das Ji was sitting in the Sangat and all these Gur Sikhs are coming one by one. So the first 2 Gur Sikhs to come was Bhai Prithimal and Bhai Tulsa, and they matate to Guru Amar Das Ji, say their Fateh, and they say to Guru Amar Das Ji, Ke hey Sache Pacha, hey Guru Saaheb Ji, we come from the same clan as you do. And so what does this mean? We know Sangat Ji from Itihas, Guru Nanak Dev Ji was born from the Beddi Kul. And then we have Guru Angad Dev Ji, who was born from the Trehan Kul, and Guru Amar Das Ji is born from the Palle Kul. So basically, Bhai Prithimal and Bhai Tulsa are saying that we are also from the Palle clan as you are as well. Then Guru Amar Das Ji responded and said that there is no clan or caste or Jat Path that is connected to Guru Sahib. Guru Sahiban are above any caste system or any clan or any Jat Path or any physical identity. So Guru Sahib says that all this caste system, this identity, physical identity to family lineage, to clan, to Jat Path are only connected to the physical body and not to Atma. Because Guru Sahib are Atma Sarup. They are the very form of Paramatma, which is beyond all of this physical identity. Then Guru Amar Das Ji, they recite a pankti and they say, Agge jatana jor hai, agge jio nave, jinki lekhe pat pave, change sei ke. So Guru Amar Das Ji explains to them that this body is perishable. So which means that all this identity to social status, to class, to clan, to caste system are all going to be gone, and it will not remain and it will not follow us when we leave this world. So agge jatana jor hai. Guru Amar Das Ji says agge, which means in the next world when we leave this world. Jatana jor hai, which means our caste, our social status will not go with us. Jor hai, even our power, our wealth, which we had in this world, they are not going to go with us in the next world and help us. Agge jio nave. Guru Amar Das Ji says that agge, in the next world, that the jio, the Atma, us Jeev Atma, we become brand new. And the Atma is beyond this physical identity. The Atma is not identified with social status or wealth or power. Then Guru Amar Das Ji says, Jinki lekhe pat pave change sei ke. That those who are considered good, that those who have change lekhe, change karam, they have committed good karam, they have meditated on naam, they have remembered Paramatma, their honor is protected. So when they leave this world, the only thing that they will go with us is our kamai that we have done, our good karam that we have done, the amount of naam, the amount of bhakti that we have done in this life. That they are change, that they are good, they are wealthy, and they have a higher social status, we can say that. So Guru Amar Das Ji then tells again to Bhai Prithimal and Bhai Tulsa Ji that do not attach yourself to your social status or to your caste system or to your wealth or to your power. All of this will just remain here in this world. The only thing that will give us honor when we leave this world is the amount of bhakti we have done, the meditation and on naam that we have done. Then after that, the third Gur Sikh comes to meet Guru Amar Das Ji, which is Bhai Malla Ji. So Bhai Malla Ji comes forward and then asks Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj, Hey Sache Pacha, please give me some teachings as well. What should I do as a Sikh of you? What should I do as your Sikh? And Guru Amar Das Ji says that you should do seva of saints, of Gursikhs, of Sadhu Sangat. And Guru Amar Das Ji says, Santan di seva karo, tahal karo onna di, serve the sadhus who come here, serve the Gursikhs. And in Gurbani Mara Kendane karo benanti suno meri mita, Sant tahal ki bela. That we are doing a benti now, we are doing a plea that now is the time for us to do seva of the saints, of the sadhus that come. So that was the updesh that Guru Amar Das Ji gave to Bhai Malla Ji and also to Bhai Prithimal and Bhai Tulsa Ji as well. So Sangat Ji, the lesson that we can learn from here is Guru Amar Das Ji tells us that we should not be attached to our social status. Sometimes even as Sikh as well, what we do is we differentiate ourselves or create these differences amongst ourselves based on our social status, based on our caste system as well. And sad to say, even though we have taken Amrit or we have become the Sikhs of Guru Sahib, we are still involved and we still, indulge ourselves in social status and caste system, which jat you're in, which family lineage are you from. And I remembered a personal story as well, that when I started doing prachar, up till then, I never knew what my jat was, because it was nothing for us to be concerned about. Because once you have taken Amrit, you belong to the Khalsa Panth, you belong to Guru Gobind Singh Ji. But even then, I was asked by someone, which jat are you from? And that got me thinking, hey, I've never known what my jat is my whole life, and is it important for me to know? So Sangat Ji, always remember that in the house of the Guru, everyone is the same, irregardless of which family lineage you come from, what your social status is. All of that doesn't matter. What matters is the amount of bhakti you have done. So Pula Chukan Dikhima, Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Sometimes we might get a bit taken aback or overwhelmed when someone tells us that no, you have to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and immediately start your Amrit Vela. It can work for many people, but for some people, this might just push us back. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Sangat Ji, welcome to another episode of Sikhan Di Pagatmala, where we explore the Sakhiyan of Gursikhs from the time of Guru Amar Das Ji at this moment, as mentioned by Bhai Gurdas Ji and retold by Shaheed Bhai Mani Singh Ji. So today we are going to hear a Sakhi about 4 Gursikhs who came to meet Guru Amar Das Ji and what bachan Guru Amar Das Ji gave to them. So Bhai Gurdas Ji says in Var number 11, Pauri number 16, they say, Ramo Deepa Ugra San Na Gauri Gur Sabad Vichari. That 4 Gursikhs, their name was Bhai Ramo Ji, Bhai Deepa Ji, Bhai Ugra San Ji and Bhai Nagauri Ji. So these Gursikhs, they came to Guru Amar Das Ji, they are the Delay Sangat. They came to Guru Amar Das Ji and they do a benti ki Sache Pacha, what hukam or what teachings that you have for us. And Guru Amar Das Ji told them that you 4 Gursikhs, you should wake up at Amrit Vela and do your Amrit Vela for 1.5 hours. Then they were wondering, why is it so specific? Why Guru Amar Das Ji is telling them to do Amrit Vela for 1.5 hours? So Guru Amar Das Ji gives an analogy based on a ship. So Guru Amar Das Ji tells them, if you look at a ship that's carrying a lot of shipment, a lot of heavy weights, even sometimes if you look at a ship in the ocean, it's carrying other ships as well. Now, it doesn't matter how much weight you put on the ship will always float on water, it will always float in the ocean by 4 fingers. So you can keep on adding weight to it, it will never sink into the ocean. It will still remain afloat by 4 fingers. So we are thinking about when Guru Amar Das Ji is telling this analogy, they could be referring to a smaller boat, right? But if we think about it in a bigger picture, it doesn't matter whether it's a small boat or whether it's a big ship. How much weight is being put on it, it will just never sink. It will still remain afloat, right? And Guru Amar Das Ji says that in a day, we have 8 pahar. So 8 pahar means 1 pahar is 3 hours. So we have 24 hours in a day. And we have 4 pahars of the day and 4 pahars of the night. And Guru Amar Das Ji says that out of all the 8 pahar, which is 3 hours per pahar, 1.5 hours, which is in comparison, Guru Amar Das Ji is saying that 4 fingers that helps us to remain afloat on the ocean, that 1.5 hours that we do at Amrit Vela helps us to remain afloat in this ocean of Kaljuk as well. Which means that all the other time, 20 hours in a day, you're asleep, you're working, you're doing other things, you're driving, managing your house, shopping, whatever, not interacting with people. Majority of our time in a day is utilized in this manner. So Guru Amar Das Ji says that for you to do bhakti, all Atpahar is very difficult. But what if you use 1.5 hours dedicated during Amrit Vela for your bhakti? What this does is, this helps you to go throughout your daily activity, and yet you will still remain afloat, which means that you will not be drowned in the ocean of Kaljuk, you will not be drowned in the ocean of the Panchachor, because you have dedicated that time to your Amrit Vela, to your bhakti. So Guru Amar Das Ji then tells his 4 Gursikhs that you should wake up at Amrit Vela and at least 1.5 hours, which if we think about it, we have Panchbanya Nityanim that we do in the morning, and if you do Sahaj Dana, it takes you about that much time. And then in the evening, you do your Rehras, and then at night you do your Soila Sahib. Then in a day, basically, you're already spending 2.5 hours dedicated to your Guru as well. So if we look at the concept of Daswand, now Daswand is basically 10% of your earnings that you give to your Guru or you give to charity. But if we look in the system of a day, we have 24 hours, which means 10% of our 24 hours is about 2.5 hours. So 10% of our time should also be dedicated towards Sikhi, towards Guru Sahib as well. That way, our boat, which means that we will remain afloat in this Kaljuk as well. So that's the bachan Guru Amar Das Ji gave to all these 4 Gursikhs, and the lesson that we can learn from here, Sangat Ji, is how important Amrit Vela is for us. Gurbani says as well, Har tan Amrit Vele vatte ka bijya pagd khaye kharch rahe nikhutte nahi. That if we look at the concept of Amrit Vela, why is it such a important time frame for us, is that Hartan Amrit Vele Vatte Ka Bijya, that the wealth of Nam, the seed of Nam that we plant during the time of Amrit Vela, and we keep on doing that, which means that the seed is now growing and is being planted and is growing big into a tree and is going to give us fruits. Hartan Amrit Vele Vatte Ka Bijya Pagd Khai. And as the seed of Amrit Vela of Nam is growing, is becoming into a tree and is giving us fruits and flowers, Pagd Khai, the Pagats who do the Amrit Vela, they enjoy the fruits, the blessings of the Amrit Vela, Kharch Rahe, and then they also distribute their wealth of Nam, their wealth of Bhakti to those around them, which means that someone comes with their dukkha. When someone comes with the dukkha to you and they say, can you help me do ardas so my dukkha goes away? The question here, Sangat Ji, is we do not have enough bhakti in our account to be able to give it to someone else so their dukkha goes away. But if we do an ardas for them and we didn't do enough bhakti, there's a very high chance that you are taking on their dukkha on top of you, and you are going to suffer if you do not have enough bhakti. If we look at those Gursikhs, those saints, they do ardas and they take the dukkha of the people away, but it doesn't really affect them much because they have so much of bhakti in them, which allows them to enjoy the fruits of their bhakti. And they also can distribute it to those Gursikhs who are in need of it as well. So Guru Sahib kehte ne Pagd Khai, the Gursikhs, the Pagas, they enjoy the fruits and blessings of this Amrit Vela. Kharch Rahe, they distribute it to those who are in need. They help other people. Nikhutte nahi, and even then, the wealth of Nam, the wealth of the Amrit Vela is never going to deplete. That's how amazing Amrit Vela is, Sangat Ji. So how can we start? Now, sometimes we might get a bit taken aback or overwhelmed when someone tells us that no, you have to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and immediately start your Amrit Vela. It can work for many people, but for some people, this might just push us back. So what can we do? Now, for some people, immediate start works. For some people, it has to be a gradual start. So see what works for you. The idea is to start from somewhere. Now, Amrit Vela, of course, is before sunrise. So some people do say it's from 12 o'clock to until sunrise. Some people do it at 3 a.m., the last pahar of the night, from 3 to approximately between 3 to 6 a.m. So it doesn't matter, but it's basically before sunrise. You can even try to get up after midnight. See what works for you. Be it you want to wake up and then do your Amrit Vela and start your day. For some people, they do their Amrit Vela, then they go back to sleep, and then they wake up and start their day. So how do you want to do it, and what do you want to start with? Do you want to start with 5 minutes of Simran? Do you want to start with half an hour of Simran? Do you want to start with one Japji Sahib? Do you want to start with doing the whole Panj Bane da Nitnem and do Simran? Or do you want to start with, maybe I want to do Mool Mantar Jap, ek mala, 6 mala. Dedicate, make a promise, dedicate yourself to it. But the idea is to wake up at Amrit Vela and see what you can do and what you want to do to connect yourself to Paramatma. So make this promise to yourself and live up to it as well, because the wealth of Naam, especially planted during Amrit Vela, is going to really be fruitful for us. So Pula Chuka Dikhima, Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਨਸ਼ਾ ਵੇਚਿਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਤੇ ਨਿਆਣੇ ਰੁਲ ਗਏ। ਮੇਰੀ ਗੱਲ ਯਾਦ ਕਰ ਲਿਓ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਨਸ਼ਾ ਵੇਚਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਦੂਜਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਬਰਬਾਦ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ, ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਤੱਕ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ। ਜੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਜਾਣਦਾ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਨਸ਼ਾ ਵੇਚਦਾ ਹੈ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਮਝੋ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇਹਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਬੀਜ ਰਹੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਬੀਜੇ ਬਿੱਖ ਮੰਗੇ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਵਾਲੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਆ। ਮੈਂ ਇੱਕ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੰਮਾ ਪਲਿਆ ਹੈ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਨਸ਼ਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਉੱਥੇ ਬ੍ਰੈਡਫੋਰਡ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ UK 'ਚ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ, ਤੇ ਮੇਰੀ ਇਹ ਆਪ ਹੱਡ ਬੀਤੀ ਗੱਲ ਆ। ਮੈਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਛੋਟਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਆਸ-ਪਾਸ ਨੌਜਵਾਨ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਉਹ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਨਸ਼ਾ ਵੇਚਣ ਲੱਗ ਪਏ, ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਬਜ਼ੁਰਗ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਤੇ ਉਹਦੀ ਇੱਕ ਉਂਗਲ ਇੱਥੇ ਮਿਸਿੰਗ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀਗੀ। ਇੱਦਾਂ ਕਰਕੇ ਉਹ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ, ਹਰਾਮ ਕਾ ਪੈਸਾ ਹੈ, ਮੁਸਲਮਾਨ ਸੀਗਾ, ਹਰਾਮ ਕਾ ਪੈਸਾ। ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਗੱਡੀਆਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਜਾਂਦੀਆਂ ਸੀਗੀਆਂ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬ੍ਰੈਡਫੋਰਡ ਦਾ ਪਤਾ ਕਰਕੇ ਦੇਖ ਲਓ ਕਿ ਉੱਥੇ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਸੁਪਰ ਕਾਰਸ ਉੱਥੇ ਆਉਂਦੀਆਂ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉੱਥੇ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਨਸ਼ਾ ਵਿਕਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ। ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਨਸ਼ਾ ਵੇਚਿਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਤੇ ਨਿਆਣੇ ਰੁਲ ਗਏ। ਕਿਉਂ ਕਿ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਨਸ਼ਾ ਵੇਚਦੇ ਆ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸੋਚਦੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਘਰ ਪੈਸੇ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆ ਜਾਊਂ, ਘਰ ਕੋਠੀ ਸੋਹਣੀ ਬਣ ਜੂ, ਗੱਡੀ ਵੀ ਸੋਹਣੀ ਲੈ ਜੂ, ਸਾਰਾ ਹੱਥਾਂ 'ਚ ਰੇਤਾ ਆ ਨਿਕਲ ਜਾਣਾ। ਜਿੰਨਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਮਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਉਨਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗਵਾਓਗੇ, ਆਪਣੀਆਂ ਪੀੜ੍ਹੀਆਂ ਤਰ ਪੀੜ੍ਹੀਆਂ ਰੋਲ ਦੋਗੇ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜੇ ਸੋਚਦੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਕ ਵੀ ਨਸ਼ਾ ਵੇਚ ਕੇ ਇੱਕ ਜਾਣੇ ਨੂੰ ਦੇਖ ਕੇ ਮੈਂ ਕੁਝ ਖੱਟ ਲੈਣਾ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖਿਓ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਅਗਲੀ ਪੀੜ੍ਹੀਆਂ ਤੱਕ ਤਰਫ ਹੋ ਗਈਆਂ। ਤੇ ਜੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਆ ਅੱਜ ਵੀ ਰੁਕ ਜਾਓ, ਅੱਜ ਵੀ ਰੁਕ ਜਾਓ, ਤੇ ਰੁਕ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਨਸ਼ਾ ਵੇਚਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਦੂਜਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਬਰਬਾਦ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ, ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਤੱਕ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ। ਮੇਰੀ ਗੱਲ ਯਾਦ ਕਰ ਲਿਓ, it's really important if you know anyone that's selling drugs or doing drugs in Punjab, especially the drug sellers, your future is bleak. You are destroying your own future generations. You think that you're going to build beautiful big houses and buy nice cars from selling drugs and profiting of it. Well, let me tell you one thing, you're planting poison. And that poison you're bringing into your house is only going to create poison amongst your children.
दुखदारी गई बहोर बंदी छोड़ निरंकार दुखदारी कर्म न जाना कर्म न जाना गोपी माया धारी कर्म न जाना कर्म न जाना गोपी माया धारी गोपी माया धारी गोपी माया धारी नाम पर्यो भगत गोविंद का ये राखो बैठ तुम्हारी नाम पर्यो भगत गोविंद का ये राखो बैठ तुम्हारी नाम पर्यो भगत गोविंद का ये राखो बैठ तुम्हारी नाम पर्यो भगत गोविंद का ये राखो बैठ तुम्हारी निमाणिया हर जियो हर जियो निमाणिया तुम्हारा हर जियो हर जियो चीज़ां चीज करे मेरा गोविंद तेरी कुदरत हो कुर्बान चीज़ां चीज करे मेरा गोविंद तेरी कुदरत हो कुर्बान तेरी कुदरत हो कुर्बान तेरी कुदरत हो कुर्बान निमाणिया तुम्हारा हर जियो हर जियो निमाणिया तुम्हारा हर जियो हर जियो जैसा बालक पाए सुभाई लख अपराध कमावे जैसा बालक पाए सुभाई लख अपराध कमावे कर उपदेश चिड़के मोहबाती और पिता गल लाए पिछले ओ गुण बख्श ले प्रभ आके मार्ग पावे। पिछले ओ गुण बख्श ले प्रभ आके मार्ग पावे। पिछले आके मार्ग पावे। पिछले आकर बख्श ले प्रभ आके मार्ग पावे। निमाणिया गोविंद तेरी कुदरत को कुर्बान। चीज करे मेरा गोविंद तेरी कुदरत को कुर्बान। तेरी कुदरत को कुर्बान। तेरी हर अंतर्यामी सब बित जाने बात पहला सुनाए। हर अंतर्यामी सब बित जाने बात पहला सुनाए। कहने तेरी ओट रहा ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਤੇਰੀ ਕੁਦਰਤ ਕੋ ਕੁਰਬਾਨ ਨਿਮਾਣਿਆ ਤੂੰ ਮਾਣ ਹਰ ਜੀਓ ਹਰ ਜੀਓ ਨਿਮਾਣਿਆ ਤੂੰ ਮਾਣ ਹਰ ਜੀਓ ਹਰ ਜੀਓ ਹੋਏ ਦਇਆਲ ਕਿਰਪਾਲ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਠਾਕੁਰ ਆਪੇ ਸੁਣੈ ਬਿਨੰਤੀ ਹੋਏ ਦਇਆਲ ਕਿਰਪਾਲ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਠਾਕੁਰ ਆਪੇ ਸੁਣੈ ਬਿਨੰਤੀ ਆਪੇ ਸੁਣੈ ਬੇਨੰਤੀ ਆਪੇ ਸੁਣੈ ਬੇਨੰਤੀ ਪੂਰਾ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਮੇਲ ਮਿਲਾਵੇ ਸਭ ਝੁਕੈ ਮਨ ਕੀ ਚਿੰਤੀ ਪੂਰਾ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਮੇਲ ਮਿਲਾਵੇ ਸਭ ਝੁਕੈ ਮਨ ਦੀ ਚਿੰਤੀ ਸਭ ਝੁਕੈ ਮਨ ਦੀ ਚਿੰਤੀ ਸਭ ਝੁਕੈ ਮਨ ਦੀ ਚਿੰਤੀ ਹਰ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ ਅਖਦ ਮੁਖ ਗਾਇਆ ਜਨ ਨਾਨਕ ਸੁਖ ਬਸੰਤੀ ਹਰ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ ਅਖਦ ਮੁਖ ਪਾਇਆ ਜਨ ਨਾਨਕ ਸੁਖ ਬਸੰਤੀ ਹਰ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ ਅਵਖਦ ਮੁਖ ਪਾਇਆ ਜਨ ਨਾਨਕ ਸੁਖ ਬਸੰਤੀ ਹਰ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ ਅਵਖਦ ਮੁਖ ਪਾਇਆ ਜਨ ਨਾਨਕ ਸੁਖ ਬਸੰਤੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਚੀਜ਼ करे मेरा गोविंद तेरी कुदरत को कुर्बान चीज़ चीज करे मेरा गोविंद तेरी कुदरत को कुर्बान तेरी कुदरत को कुर्बान तेरी कुदरत को कुर्बान निमाणिया कुमार हर जियो निमाणिया कुमार ਹਰ ਜੀਓ ਹਰ ਜੀਓ ਹਰ ਜੀਓ ਹਰ ਜੀਓ ਹਰ ਜੀਓ ਹਰ ਜੀਓ ਹਰ